Hey guys, how's it going? Kriparian here. Today I want to give you guys highlights from my adventures playing Shudderwock Shaman. Now, I changed this deck up a whole bunch, but I'll leave a deck list link below in the description in terms of the deck I used most recently. Now, this is only one day into the expansion, so there's a few things at play here, but they're certainly worth talking about. So, is this deck good? It is really good, but it does not do very well against aggro, and like 90% of people right now, at least between ranks, I think 8 and 4, where I was playing yesterday, they were playing aggro. Now, this was not the case for the first like 5, maybe to 10 hours, but after that, it was like all aggro. So the problem with the deck is it doesn't do well against aggro, so even though it's an extremely powerful deck, an extremely broken interaction between certain cards, you might not have the results that you would otherwise get playing, well, aggro paladin or tempo mage, something like that. Play one of those decks, you're going to do a lot better. But if the meta ever changes, it doesn't have to change into a control meta, but if there is a deck that consistently can beat most of the aggro decks, let's just hypothesize that it is Control Warrior. Let's say Control Warrior can beat all the aggro decks 65% of the time, and that means that, you know, maybe 1 in 4 people will start playing Control Warrior, and now because you're still playing Shudderwock Shaman, instead of playing 90% aggro, you're going to be playing like 70, maybe 65% aggro, so you're actually going to win above like 60%. So something like that will make the Shudderwock Shaman a tier 1 deck. Now, that hasn't happened yet, but it's the day 1 of the expansion, so there's certainly room for that to happen. There's certainly an opportunity for that to happen. So even though the deck is not presenting some crazy win rates right now, it could actually be an insanely powerful tier 1 deck. I know some people had really good results with it, but, you know, playing a fairly refined deck because you're a pretty good deck builder in the first like few hours of the expansion when everyone's trying new things and you're just slaughtering everyone, that's not the same as playing the deck like a day later, like right now. So don't expect the results you may have heard about this deck, but it is still a pretty good deck, and certainly, in my opinion, one of the most hilarious decks I've ever played. So what makes this card so good? It's because it works off of itself. Okay, so this card's interaction largely with Grumble, you can duplicate Shudderwock using Serenite Chain Gang, and then with Grumble you can return a copy to your hand that costs 1. So it's not so much the first Shudderwock that you play, it's the fact that each one works off of itself. So if you played a bunch of stuff, like deal 3 damage to your opponent, and then return to your hand with Grumble, and after copying itself, that's just like 3 things, right? But you can also do the Murmuring Elemental to double the battle cry of the next thing that you play, right? So basically, you play all these things, then you play Shudderwock, and Shudderwock does those things, and on 9 mana, then it comes back to your hand as a 1 mana card. So, you know, you didn't do that much, and then turn 10 comes along, and you have a 1 mana Shudderwock, but when you play that, it copies all the other battle cries, and then it also copies the previous Shudderwock, so essentially it copies all the battle cries twice over. And then you play it again, then it's 3 times over. Then you play it again, then it's 4 times over. So the main crazy-ass interaction in regard to Shudderwock is that it copies its own copy of the battle cries that you've previously played during the game. And this basically results in some absolutely ridiculously long turns. I would, and you will see in the clips, this is no exaggeration. The first few times it happened, it kind of came off as a surprise. I would, like, you know, kill my opponent by playing a bunch of Shudderwocks, and then I would take a break, go to the bathroom, do some other shit, come back, sit down, and my opponent wouldn't have died yet. The animations would still be going on, and then after a little bit he would die. So it's not so much the power level of the card, I would say. It is really powerful, but I would say right this instant there are better decks to play right now. It's not the power level that is certainly going to get this card nerfed, by the way. Certainly going to get this card nerfed. It's not the power level, it is the fact that it screws with the turn timers so massively You know, we've had things like Nosdormu change in the past when it was like fairly small changes to the turn timers that people weren't happy with. This card is literally, I know in the title I say 15-minute turns, that's what I experienced, but if you add things like the Darkness, if you add some other crazy battle cries, you can go north of 30-minute turns using Shudderwock. So that might be seen as a little bit of a problem, but for now, go for it and abuse the hell out of this card if you manage to pull it or choose to craft it. Is it a safe craft? Honestly, I do not recommend crafting anything if you really have to pose that question this early into the expansion, but I think this card will almost certainly get nerfed, so yeah, it's actually pretty safe if you have the other cards as well. Now, Grumble and all the other cards that you need to make the deck work, if Shudderwock gets nerfed, those cards are not getting refunds. So there's still a risk here that you might craft a bunch of useless cards a month down the line. But Shudderwock itself, I think, most likely will get changed. But we'll see. For now, enjoy the savage turn swings. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. He'll probably do nothing next turn, so Blood Mage Talnos should be decent. Oh. No! What the fuck was that? Alright, Dirtiest Rat 2.0. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Alright, that's why that card's in there. Interesting. Interesting. So the next turn I play this, and then this will cost 0. And then I can play that and the other Shudderwock, and I played 2 of these, but I get a double battle cry, so I'll be getting him to 18, I believe. Okay, I'm new at this, okay, but I'm pretty sure he's either dead or really close to it. So we play Shudderwock without the elemental. Okay, so I get some copies. Yeah. Yeah. Get Life Drinker. Get Life Drinker. Okay. And now we do double. And we play it again. Okay, well that seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. So basically the chance of him surviving next turn is, let me do the math here, 0. Yeah, 0. Yeah, there's no chance. Absolutely no chance. Okay, not bad. I like this deck. Better than Old Yogg. Nerf City. There's literally no chance. I can do that 10 times next turn. 10. With double battle cry each time. Bro, can you get your pleb combo out of my face, please? This is unacceptable. Wow. What? Dude! What is that? Come on! Bro, new cards, new interactions. What are you doing, bro? Okay, so I can't overload, so I'm playing 5 mana worth of stuff. So I might as well Farsight as well. That's good. Play that. And play that. Then we Totem, and then we Dimsir. Whew! This is happening, boys. This is happening. Is Dirty Rat even playable? I thought that was MSG. That's cycled out. There's no more Dirty Rats. I won't be able to play another one, so that's good enough. I have a pretty good idea next turn might be the last. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick breather right now, guys. Oh, we're still going. Ah, year ago.
Just in time. It is finished. You win.
Okay. Yes, guys, this is in fact the Hearthstone PTR. Welcome to the public test realm. I'm ready for Shudderwock, so whenever I get Shudderwock, I win the game 2 turns later. Pretty lucky. Might just storm again though. No. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna do double battle cry, double discount, rumble. Okay, all our battle cries are ready except the life drinker, which we'll do next turn. I'm learning the combos now. I got the combos down. Double life drinker. Okay, I guess. I can play that too. I don't need that anymore. Alright. Just need that Shudderwock. So the deck we have redraw, 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 2 redraws. Crappy, crappy, crappy. It's pretty crappy in Shudderwock. So we're running about 50% per turn right now. I don't really know why I had to do the volcano midway there. That seems a bit strange, but okay.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I think I want to just save that as an emergency taunt. Arena? Well, Construct is going to be more interesting than Arena for the first week or so. I mean, play Arena here and there, but generally I won't play that much. Alright, that's a redraw. And that's game.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
So then we play that, and then play that. He has to kill me next turn. I don't know how that's possible. So this deck is going to be 100% versus not aggro and 0% against aggro. That's honestly pretty promising. That means it's an extremely powerful control combo. There's going to be very few control decks that are going to be able to survive this, and if this deck can be tweaked to beat aggro like 40% of the time at least, it's going to be a top tier deck.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
What to do? Yes, ain't that ever the case here. I think, bro, that's slow. I think after this, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, and when I come back, I'm gonna try to make some 30 legendary decks for standard, and then I'm gonna play some friends with my own decks. I'm gonna let them borrow my decks, and I think through that, we'll maybe get some ideas for decks to play afterwards. You need Zola? The reason Zola is not good is because it gives you a full cost copy. Alright, just check this out, okay? Check this out. So we go Murmuring Elemental, this guy. Oh, I can't play it again? Alright, fine. Let's play that one. Oh, it kills him. Okay, good. AFK sec, guys. Watch the magic.
Jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. Jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Oh, dude, he just died! Oh, that's fucking hilarious! So how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Was that good? It was good, right? Yeah, it was good. I know it was good. Yeah, I know. Those are all pretty good cards. Combo pieces / stall. This combo's worse than Savage Roar of the past. Can't really compare the two.
Mind if I roll me?
Yeah, forcing a pass here I think is pretty strong.
Mind if I roll need?
Baku Face Hunter is pretty good, no doubt about it.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I still have 100 packs left open. I'm okay with that. little bit less okay with that.
How long can this go on? How long?
It's probably the best thing to install with. Everyone's copying this and playing it every match. I've played against, I think, 2 or 3 people playing this deck. It's really not that popular at all. Remove Tidal Surge. No, I was playing a lot of aggro decks earlier, so I teched for it. And let's see.
Mind if I roll need?
I will show you fear.
You don't think Healing Rain is good? I think it's pretty good. I'm planning on doing Arena a little bit later on.
I wake once more. Calamus rises.
All the pieces are set. We just need the rock. Cauldron really doesn't do very much, sadly.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Do you think this deck's gonna get nerfed? No, it just came out. There's new cards. Blizzard doesn't nerf new decks very often, guys.
Reality woven.
That's interesting. Been bottoming out on that card pretty hard lately.
Daughters of flame, awaken!
Crumble.
No, we gotta wait another turn now.
At last, a worthy foe.
Nice overload. That's okay. So we'll heal the full, and draw a bunch of cards, and do a bunch of damage. We don't have lethal, but still fine.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws
Oh, I can't click on it twice.
my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My jaws that bite, my
Oh, I think he died.
claws that catch.
Okay, it's gonna be a while though, guys.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
shouldn't play this shit? What do you mean? It's hilarious. Why shouldn't I play a deck that's hilarious? Fucking hilarious! Okay. Soon enough, guys. Soon enough. It'll be done soon, guys. We're gonna win the game, so just hang on tight, okay? At least I think we're gonna win the game. I'm not sure when it ends, honestly. Okay, one more of those. There we go. There we go. Just go.